Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. It's pretty incredible. With all the free time that our members of Congress have, some of them, and I got to believe mainly the Democrats, have come up with some really creative ideas as how to further destroy America's economy. And what they've done is that they've suggested to Obama that what he should consider doing is creating a new coin. And they found a loophole that they think can be made to work. And what that loophole is to create a $1 trillion platinum coin. Now, by creating a $1 trillion platinum coin, what they think they can then do is put that into the bank vaults over by Bernanke, the Federal Reserve, and use that to pay down the debt. Now, just think if they can print or mint, not print, this is minting now. If they can mint 16 of these, guess what? The debt's gone. And the only problem with that is that money will be worth totally nothing. You know, the money that we have in our accounts and the money we used to pay for mortgages and the money we used to buy eggs, and they'll be worth nothing. It's pretty incredible. And what they've suggested again is that Obama go ahead and create these new platinum coins and once again get rid of the debt. There'll be no debt. He'll be a hero. Well, the good news is that there is a senator that does have some level of normalcy. I guess that's a word. And what he's done is he has submitted a bill to Congress. And what that bill is supposed to do is supposed to eliminate the possibility of Obama taking advantage of that particular loophole. Now, the problem is that that might in fact work, and the reason that is that there's more Republicans in control of, I guess, both houses if you were to add them all together. And therefore, any bill that the Democrats propose that Obama take into consideration won't pass. The problem is, with everything that Obama is doing in 2014, and when I say whatever he's doing, he's trying to destroy the Republican Party completely. So he'll have no opposition. And similar to that H.R. 15 that's been introduced, I think 3 or 4 times by that representative in New York, in 2014, if they take control of the House and Senate, not only will that H.R. 15 resurface if it doesn't get approved prior, and that H.R. 15 would eliminate term limits on presidents, so Obama could stay there like forever. And, well, not forever. I mean, eventually he's going to pass on, but until he passes on. Like the guy in Venezuela. Anyway, and then they're going to reintroduce this other crazy idea of theirs, which is to mint, not print, but mint some platinum $1 trillion coins. Very creative. But, if the folks in Congress use their brain power to figure out how to create jobs instead of figuring out how to take advantage of the country, we'd probably all be better off. But what I found is, and I'm going to continue doing this, I've done a number of videos on some of the senators, and what I found is that none of them to this point have ever worked in industry. And as a result, they have no clue. You know what it's like? It's like you teaching me how to fly an airplane, and you don't know how to fly an airplane. You know what I mean? That's exactly what our government's like. Even Obama has never had a real job other than, oh, that's not true. He did have one when he was shoving ice cream at Baskin-Robbins in Hawaii. That's when he got that Connecticut Social Security card so he could work at that particular facility. You know what I mean? What people have to understand is this conspiracy has been going for a very, very long time. I personally think it started with Bill Ayers' father. He was CEO of Conrad Edison, so he was a very, very wealthy man. And he was also, a communist, and as is Bill Ayers. And so what they did is they looked for and they found this kid who didn't know what he was. He didn't know who he was. He doesn't even know what his name is. And they molded him into the Frankenstein that's running around in Air Force One. I know I've sort of diverted from my initial topic, but that's sort of what happens. And the truth is, if you have no interest in watching all of this, you know what you can do, right? But I don't do this for glory. I do this to try to help educate the American people. And without a certain amount of knowledge, we end up being in the dark ages. And I fear we're going to be there in either case. Anyway, I think it's just funny how they sit there and they try to come up with creative ways on how to really screw up the country. I mean, printing or minting a platinum coin worth $1 trillion? What a joke, bunch of idiots. They're all idiots, every last one of them.